Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Indianapolis. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Jeanty. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's JT. And he'll get this up to the 44. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to pick it up with Jeanty. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's May. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
That's good.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
They'll run with Jeanty, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Aiden Hutchinson. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's May. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run. Jeanty. And the Colts are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's 1st and goal. They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Great May. Touchdown, Indianapolis. point is true. And the Colts have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Moore going in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. Now, faking the give. Flush to his right. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first drop comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genshi. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Crazy, 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 crazy. Five. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
On second down, it's May. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Crazy, crazy. Eddie, what's up?
Working out of the gun, it's May. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A huge play on fourth down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Throw again is May. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter as they come up now, second and goal.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Now, May. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Kenneth Grant working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is May. And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack. Zach Harrison. He gets into drop him, and it's going to set up 4th and goal. Seibert's kick is good. And the Colts will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Torpedo!
On 1st and 10, here's May. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
16 yards.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, here we go, tonight. Hey, what's up?
May gonna look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
May to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this off to Genty. And he'll take this one in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Colts.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 42-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
The Colts take over first down.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's a second and 6.
At the 42-yard line.
Hey, what's up?
They'll go again with Genty. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Here's May.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he's in! Ashton Genty! Touchdown, Indy. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. Here's Seibert now for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Seibert to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And this will be incomplete.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
They'll
line.
look to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number one. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing now is May. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. To throw is May. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Great May. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
31, Chiefs nothing. Boston Cyber.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Boston Cyber set to kick
Very
off.
one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. One is complete, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. That's Harrison in motion. He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And the Colts are going to take possession.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
This drive will start on the ground. Into space. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And he is gone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Seibert out now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts keep rolling right along. 38-0.
Chiefs, nothing. Austin Seibert.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap, no run. Here's Hubbard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. They get 18 on that one. First down, KC.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
That'll be taken in by Moore. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
On second down, it's May. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Throwing on third down is May. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's second and 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he will score. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown KC. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs cut into the lead a little bit.
Chiefs 7.
Maybe they're starting to count how many possessions do I have left. They're going to try to get another one with an onside kick here.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Here's May to throw it on first down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Hey, what's that? Torpedo! Hey, what's that?
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. May. He's got his tight end, Oronde Gadsden, the second. And he will get into the end zone. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, Colts.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Colts will add one more onto their big lead.
Chiefs 7. Austin Seibert.
After the touchdown, here's Seibert to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first down, it is Hubbard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now, faking the give. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. From the 39, here's a first and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll lead to a second down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Moving left. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And it's going to be third down. Forced to his right. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
19, ready.
They'll look to throw again. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Run right up the gut for Genty. Base to run. Inside the 20. And he will score again. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Indy. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
70 Lions.
The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Cougar 19.
On the give is Hubbard. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately for this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Kansas City. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown. Trader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will get just a bit closer.
Chiefs 20.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here goes front. Ready, what's that?
On the handoff, this is Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was taken down behind.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. The linebacker, Devin Lloyd, getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Ready, what's that? Five. B.
Out of the gun, here's May. He's got it! And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
Here goes front. Ready, what's that?
Now Genty. And he will have the first down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play.
1st and goal at the.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win for the Colts. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin.